Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to 2021. Happy New Year. Glad we made it. 2020 can kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. That thing wore me out. And, I heard somebody say that if you put the numbers together, 2021, it actually says 2021, W-O-N. And I tend to agree with that. 2020 was definitely reaching for the championship belt. But I'm glad to see it leaving and see this new season coming in. I'm not sure how much is going to change overnight, but I know that I'm definitely looking forward to what's to come. And I just wanted to take a couple minutes and share a bit of a testimony of what's been happening for us for the past 6 months, because it has been an amazing ride. 6 months ago, my wife and I made the decision to step down from our full-time pastoral positions. And we had people asking us, are you guys leaving to plant a new church? No. Are you leaving to be pastors somewhere else? No. Are you leaving for another job? No. And I honestly didn't have a plan. I didn't have an idea really of what we were going to do. I mean, we figured we would work on the nonprofit. That would be our focus, and we would just see what God had for us. Because all I knew at the time was that God was really impressing on me. It was time to step away and to step down from that. And then he kept asking me, do you trust me? And I don't know how many of you know my testimony. I know a lot of you do, but for others, I went through a divorce back in my 20s, and it completely started me over from scratch. And I had a moment where I, literally fell out on the floor, man. I was crying and just in a really bad place. And I realized so much of what had happened were based on my own personal decisions. And I told God then, man, laying there on that floor, that no matter what he told me to do, where he told me to go, what direction he pointed in, what he would tell me to say, I would always say yes from then on. I just wanted whatever he had for me. I wanted that, and I wasn't going to miss it. I will say yes. So fast forward to some months back, and he's like, yeah, I need you to step down from all of this. And I'm like, wait, what? Now? In the middle of this? For real? And he just kept saying, do you trust me? Now, here's the thing for me, and here's 3 things that Jay English typically does not do. Number 1, I do not leave good jobs without having another good job to go to. Number 2, I don't leave good benefits and go to no benefits. And number 3, I don't do number 1 or 2 in the middle of a pandemic. So I was having all 3 of my buttons pushed. And when we left out, I think within maybe 2 days, I had peace about leaving, but I was nervous. I was like, how is this going to work? I don't know how to launch a nonprofit. I don't know how to get this off the ground. I don't even know what all I need. And I got on the internet and started searching for a marketing firm to help me. I figured I got one shot at this. I got a little bit of money stacked up. I don't even know what it costs to do this, but somebody's got to give me some info. I found a company and I just liked their website. I liked the pictures they had. I sent them an email, and I want to say thank you to Gail, who reached out to me and ended up setting up a meeting that I thought was just to get a quote. And I met another good friend of mine now named Fuzz, and we hit it off and had some conversations around, cross-cultural literacy, around what we wanted to do with plain English, and this whole idea of bringing people together around issues of race and culture. That led to another conversation with some amazing people, Joe and Tim, and before I know it, they laid out this list of these things that I was going to need. And I looked at that list, y'all, and I laughed. Like, I can't put a dent in none of this. These things that you have here, I hope you have an amazing discount plan or like layaway. I'll put $10 a week on it. We'll see how this works out. And you know what? They came back to me and were saying, we've been looking for something like this as an answer to the current environment, the current atmosphere of what's happening in this world. And we want to take this on, and we want to support you, and we're going to give you a team to work with, and we're just going to do this. We're going to take care of it. Don't even worry about it. Let's just partner. You train us. We'll provide this. And Epic Creative, you all have been a blessing that you don't even understand. You don't even understand how much of an answer to prayer you were at that time. The things we've done collectively since then, it blows my mind to see this. I appreciate you more than I could ever express. You all are honorary family in every way, in the sense of that word. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for believing in what this was, and for taking up this, what I feel is an incredible calling to just try to make a difference. And then I found out what you guys actually would have charged. And I'm like, you were an amazing blessing. Even more so than I would have even understood. So seeing God open up that door and all of these other amazing things that were happening, we never missed a bill. We have not gone hungry. The lights have not been shut off. Things that I was doing on the side for free for the church and for the community, money started coming in from those. I mean, I was doing music, I was mixing, I was mastering songs, I started doing videography. I launched that portion of the business and seeing contracts come in and people reaching out and saying, hey, I need help with this, with that. And to see money still in the bank, man, to still be able to take care of my baby, to still see my wife getting new shoes, to still see, the things that are important, our health be good, and to not have anything devastating happen, and just watch God continue to bless and open doors. Things coming out the blue that we're not even looking for. Doors opening, people calling with opportunities, and it's been unbelievable. Like the 6-month span that we look at from July to now. Received an opportunity even to do a radio talk show, and had been really running forward with that. Hadn't even announced that type of thing yet. And then out of the blue on the other side comes this opportunity to return home. Journey Church has been a staple in our lives since 2012. They came along at an amazing time. Started serving there in the youth ministry. Started kicking it with P. John, and just fell in love with them. Fell in love with the church. Learned so much, and that was the place that really put me on the path of becoming a pastor. That was where I started having these real conversations of what does this look like? What do I need to do? What does school need to be? All of that, man, and the doors began opening through them, and we made many laps back through Journey Church, man. The mentoring from P. John, when we were looking to launch the cohort of SUM up in Milwaukee, we came back and was meeting with Pastor Gabe every Wednesday, and it's just been crazy, man. All of the relationships and the work that's been put in over the years to come full circle from asking questions of what does being a pastor look like to being offered a job to be a pastor at a location of Journey Church. Watching what God has been putting in place for the last 8 years, just dot after dot after dot, and seeing it come all the way back around. It's amazing. I don't even know what's about to happen now, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see this next step of the journey. I'm excited to encourage you, if you're watching this. If God talks to you, the first thing you need to do is you want to test that. If you feel like he's talking to your spirit, I want you to confirm that by asking somebody that you know hears from God to confirm that with their spirit. That's what the Bible talks about. We test the spirit by the spirit. That's what that means. I feel like God said this to me. He wants me to do this. I'm ready to do it. But I'm going to go to some people that I know hear from him as well, because it's really easy for God to confirm that through somebody else if it's really him. And if they tell you no, time out, wait, hold off, I advise you to do that. I walked through those steps. I knew that it was him because it was being confirmed by people that I trust and that I know hear from him. And when you get that type of confirmation, step out on whatever it is he told you. Because here's the thing about God. If he tells you to step out of the boat and to walk on what to you, what to me looks like water, he is absolutely obligated to make sure that we can stand on it. And that's the blessing of following after him. And we're living in that. We're seeing that. We're experiencing that. And my faith, I've seen God do so much crazy stuff, man, that, I'll say yes to anything. But this was a different type of yes. This was a yes, like typically I got a little bit of control. God, I'm gonna need you to do this, but I can handle this. I'm gonna need you to do these things. You knock them out, and he does it every time. This was one of them where it was, I have nothing. I don't know how to do this. I've never done this. This makes 0 sense. I don't know what I'm doing. And him saying, well, do you trust me with all of it? Do you trust me with sinking or swimming? Coming out on the other side of this, to even begin to express where my faith is and who he is and how he operates and the doors that he'll open and how he will take care of you. How circumstances don't matter. A pandemic doesn't matter. Bills don't matter. He doesn't care. He will bless you in the middle of something where everyone else's business is failing. People are leaving here. People are dying over here where things are absolutely going crazy. And he says, I will still bless you. And I just want to encourage you. Seek after him. Chase after him. Believe in him. He is real. So I want to let you know that we love you. We appreciate you all. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for the congratulations we received. Thank you so much for those that really knew what we were going through and what me personally, what I was dealing with. From an emotional aspect of just trusting God with in a way that I never have before, and encouraging me to continue doing that, just saying he's going to do something crazy. And he did. Hit me up if you got questions, if you want to just pray, if you want to know about this Jesus that I talk about and love and am over here kicking it with and watching him do, in my mind, magical stuff right now. I'm happy to spend that time. But welcome to 2021. Happy New Year. Let's make this a great one, and let's see what God has for us. Take care.